Hi everyone, and welcome back to my vlog. This is my life, and guess what? This is my life. I mentioned in a previous video that I would show you what the filter looks like after I remove the filter out of my air purifier after 3 months of it being in there. Now, normally, an air purifier filter will last 6 months in your air purifier. I put a brand new air purifier in here when we moved into this room. I have the air purifier because of my mold allergy, and I need the air purified so I can breathe and it doesn't disrupt my lungs. And if you've ever been exposed to mold and you've been trying to recover from the mold toxicity and whatnot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I cannot go through any of the regimens that they suggest or anything to detox my body from mold because I'm in an area that has mold in it, unfortunately. Hopefully, when I get out of here and we move into an apartment, I might be mold free, but you never know because mold is everywhere. And unfortunately, one of the molds I'm allergic to or have a sensitivity to, whatever. I did the allergy testing, I think like 2 years ago or something like that. Is the same kind of mold that you can find outside. If it's inside and outside, you can't get away from it. Well, anyways, this is my air purifier. It lets off air, kind of works like a fan, sort of. It cools down the area right here. All right, so I got the warning light before. I turned it off because I did not want to keep looking at a blinking red light. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I take my air filter out, and I'll show you that there's really nothing I can dust off it to make it worth saving for another 3 months. Let me show you. Okay, so I turned it off so I can place it on the bed. It's got a little crack in it because it hit the floor. All right, so what you do is you just twist this off, okay? Usually that's like covered in stuff like that, but I think it's because I just cleaned it the other day. All right, so that's what the filter looks like after 3 months being in here. Like, see, I can clean off some of the recent, okay, but there is no way of cleaning that off. You're only allowed to like brush off the dust or anything that's there. You're not to wash it or anything. And if you look close, I gotta really like deep clean this because you can tell that there's some gross stuff that's going into where the filter is, because this is what sucks everything in. It's where these holes are. If you look in here, okay, this is where the fan is that circulates and it clears out the air with the filter. And if you look inside the filter, it has a charcoal lining in there, which helps attract the dust, dander, pet hair, all the allergens you can think of, mold, which obviously you don't see the mold, it's there. So my husband went to Walmart because we used to have to get these online. We didn't know that they sold these things locally, which is a lot cheaper. My husband picked this up at Walmart. I believe he said it was a little less than $30, which is really good. As you can tell from here, we have the Levoit 300. It's a 3-stage air filter. Let me turn this around for you. Effective filtration, high efficiency activated carbon filter. That would be the charcoal Main filter removes at least 99.97 of airborne particles down to zero point 0.1 in size, and then a preliminary filter. Now ignore the shaking of my phone. I do have tremors, and I will be talking about that in another video, just not right now. So that's that. So let's unbox this, because I definitely need to get some clean air in here, because I've been sneezing a lot lately, and I don't know if it's cold I'm coming down with, or it's because of allergies in this room. It's kind of hard to do things one-handed. Right. Okay, so got it open. Okay, so here's the new filter. Let's add a double. Just to make sure. Okay, so this is the new filter. Let's get it out of this bag. It's so easy to do this one-handed. Hold on. Like I said, y'all are gonna get the bloopers in here. I'm not editing nothing, so I'm gonna prop this up and hopefully see what I'm doing. If not, it's just I'm unboxing the filter. And my bag flew clear across the room. Okay, so I'm back. So this is the new filter. Now let me put the new filter next to the old filter. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? This is what a brand new filter looks like. This is 3 months from when it looked like this originally. This is 3 months. It should take exactly 6 months before the air filter needs to be changed. But because there's so much dust and everything in here, airborne particles, that it looks like I'm going to be changing my filter every 3 months, and it's probably going to get worse in the winter time because windows are not going to be open and it's going to be stuffy in here. So let's get the new one. Inside. Okay, so you just slide it in there, and then you take this. And yes, I gotta clean off the bottom of that. All right, so you take this and you put it on here and just kind of turn it until it clicks, and then you can't get it out. Unfortunately, I need a glue or something. This little crack right here. These things are not cheap, seriously, and the filters are not cheap either. So the new filter is in my air purifier. I can turn it back on, and we just wait. And it smells so much cleaner than it did with the other filter in here. So this is being changed at, let's see, in 3 months, let's see how this filter looks. So stay tuned for 3 months from now to see what the filter looks like. But it smells so much cleaner than it did with the other one. I'm so glad we were able to get a new one to put in there, because we definitely need it. Now, the best thing to do is every 2 weeks, turn off the air purifier and check your filter. And if it is a little dirty, clean off the dust off it. And that way the filter will last a little longer. Unfortunately for us, it's not gonna last any longer than 3 months because of how it is here. So, right, I'm gonna set that down and I'm gonna take that out to the trash later. So that's what our air filter looks like in our air purifier 3 months after putting a new one in. So yeah. Right, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and you'll see more of me later. I want to do something about this hair, but I don't know. So yeah, I have some things to do today. I'll probably do some distraction videos because I want to tackle that closet there. Got some things I want to get done. Some things I want to record. So yeah. All right. So I will see you all later. I'm going to lay back down. I'm trying to get my head pain to go away, which the head pain isn't as bad as it usually is. So I might be doing a little better. But we'll see. We'll see, because you know what? I truly want to get my mental health better and my physical health better, because life is short. I'm still young, even though I'm 43. I'm still young. I have a lot of living to do, and there's a lot of things my husband and I want to do. And if my mental health isn't, up to par, and my health isn't up to par, I'm just bringing everybody down. And I don't blame myself. I don't blame myself for it. It's dumbass doctors I blame. There's a lot of stuff we want to do. So, right. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, and I will see everybody later. Oh yeah, and I do want to make my video about my pumpkin spiced coffee. So I'm gonna be doing that later as well. Of course, I have to clean the cup out that's in the fridge. Forgot to take it out and clean it yesterday. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make my pumpkin spiced coffee. I'm not 100% sure if I want it cold or hot. All depends on how I feel. Normally I want it cold, but we'll see. So, back now. Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Good night.